Happy Tuesday, everybody! I'm just back with some more daily numerology. Today is March 7th, 2023. In our inner world, we have a 7. In our outer world, we have a 17. That reduces down to an 8. And it's a happy full moon, right? We had a full moon at 7:40 a.m. here on the East Coast, okay? I charged my wound water. I said a prayer over it. I'm going to drink that shit today. It's going to be cleansing. It is, and it helps actually cleanse the energy of what's happening today. So I'm just touch base on this full moon. So this full moon in Virgo is Virgo is very grounded, okay? It's an earth sign, and it's very grounded, meaning like, as well as dealing with plants that come out of the ground, trees, the nature of our earth is related to earth signs in Virgo, very grounding. And under this grounding full moon, what we are doing is we are grounded into the fact that we have let things go or released things. And this is like the final curtain call on those things. Okay? Virgo wants you to take stock of where you've been and what has happened and what you have been able to release, or maybe you haven't released yet, but this energy today allows you to really release and let go. Have the ability to do so. We are also in Pisces season, which is the end of the astrological year. It's very dreamy. It's very spiritual Pisces, okay? So we are grounding in this full moon into the idea that we have let go and released of things that no longer serve us. Big things, okay? At the end of this astrological year, which is also showing us how our spirituality is changing and forming and growing because of these major releases and let goes that we have done. And to have compassion and love for ourselves for doing so. And the energy today is illuminating how all of that final push out, cleaning out the closets is today. And the bright dreams coming true are the light's finally going to shine on them. We're finally going to be able to open up that curtain and have all that light come shining in on us. Today is the day to take stock of all that. Really examine the release, to let go of anything else lingering that you can work on today to let go of. And allow our growth of spirituality to help us in that today as well. Okay? So in conjunction with that full moon energy, we are now in a 7 today. 7 vibrational year, 7 day. Okay? This 7 is that reflection of ourselves. The idea that we've learned, what we've learned and examine what we have learned, examine what we have done, examine the processes we have gone through as we come to this last curtain call. Okay? And know that we examine and look and reflect in on our intuition and how strong it is currently. The moon highlights intuition, for sure. Really does. It can actually, a full moon really can activate and bring even more intuition to the surface, really open up the third eye. And understand that we're going to reflect on our intuition today and understand how strong it is and what it's done for us. Because as we end this astrological year and really get in touch with our spirituality, that intuition is going to help us as we spring into the equinox. Okay? As we spring into the equinox. Here I said that. And we're going to also reflect on love. The love that we've put out, the love that we put on ourselves, the love that surrounds us, the people who do love us and support us. We're going to reflect on all of that today and what that's done for our inner world, for our spirituality. We're going to rest and reflect in that idea today. Okay? As we go in under the 7, as we go inward, okay? we are going to look deep within ourselves because we have made room to look deep within ourselves. The release and the let go of what no longer serves us clears the room to remove those things out so that we can really dive deep into who we are, which is going to aid in our cycle and aid in how we go forward. You're going to discover, if you're able to go in today, you're able to discover the things within you that are so beautiful. And understand that you are the perfect jewel, the perfect gem, your soul, right? This is an introspective day. This is what the 7 is about. The 7 also represents spirituality because we go into ourselves and discover ourselves and reflect within ourselves. And this helps enlighten us. It helps us change our perspective. It helps us change how we put ourselves out there into the world. Okay? And it also represents the chariot and the tarot, which is about the will of being one. It's being able to not have any things that are clouding us so that we can drive forward with no reins. Okay? And this allows us a freedom because the no reins, the no attachments allow us to look into ourselves instead of being attached to what's on the outside. And the 7 does require rest and reflection, just like our 7 overhead. Really getting in touch with how we connect to a source today. And the moon is highlighting that grounding understanding that the way that we can do that is to release and let go that's clouding that going inside. This is a big part of the 7 year. This day today really coincides with that 7 energy today. I want you to reflect on yourself. I want you to, and I want you to be able to see how you can completely without holding on tight, really just let go. Float back. And sometimes the only way to do that is to go in, okay? Happy endings happen to us when we are in touch with who we are. Because when our intuition is highlighted about who and what we are, how we're connected, why we're here, the understanding of who we are, it allows us to navigate through this life in a much different way, which brings us happiness and joy. Okay? Not all the time, but our perceptions are changing and we're learning how to go with the flow and stay on top of the wave instead of drowning. And ironically, in the book that I have, 7 is represented by the moon because the moon has 4 7-day cycles. Okay. And it corresponds with that. It also correlates with the sign of Cancer because the crab likes to go within its shell to ponder and examine the subconscious. Cancers like to go inward. They like to feel protected, but once they feel protected, they are able to look, to examine and see what has happened, how those experiences has affected them, and then how those experiences have had an impact on our subconscious. Right? The yin of our male-female energy, the balance of the yin and the yang. The yin, we're talking about the yin today, which is also in correlation with the moon. That nurturing, calm, loving, intuitive, all those things come with the moon, and then they also correlate with the number 7 and also with the Cancer, who feels protected by the shell enough to really evaluate how the experiences have changed and affected them. Okay? So really look in today. Go in there deep. Really, it's hard to self-reflect sometimes. It's hard. But because of all the things of the let go, and maybe you have let go of something, but you haven't completely released. It's still attached to your pinky. Okay? But because you're in the process of it, go deep today so it can really go. It's just not serving who you are anymore. Okay? And then on the outside, we have a 17-8. Okay? And under the 17, you are a star. It correlates with the star in the tarot. And I always, always, always say that. Okay? It's a very positive number. The 17 is about good fortune and rewards and meditation. Okay? So, and it's about being truthful, and it's also about diving into who you are, the deeper person, to the I am within. That's what the 17 represents in this energy today. So it's reflecting back on you that when you go into those deep places and really discover the I am within you, good fortune, rewards come to you. Assistance comes to you. The universe places things in your path to help you. Okay? And this really reminds you that as we go in deep and we discover and we realize there's a happy ending on the other side of it for us. Because we're taking that time to self-analyze and really discover the deep meaning of who we are. Let that reflect back on you in this 7 of rest, reflection, and understanding who you are. Know that one of the ways that you can dive deep within, this isn't going to be for everybody, but one of the ways is to look into your family lineage. Your family. A good way, especially in letting go too and releasing, especially if it has to do with like blood family. As we go back, we can kind of see the ancestral patterns that have led up to where we are right now. And a lot of you that are watching this are here to break those ancestral patterns. You're already breaking them. You're already making it different than it's ever been. The ancestral patterns like come in like a wave. Right? And they're like, it like knocks you down and this is how our family is. No. We change that. Abuse is an ancestral line. It gets carried from one generation to the next. Stop the abuse. Look at it, see it, know how much it like affected who you are right now. Really go back into your family history and look at it. And if you don't know, try to get some answers about it. Ask whoever in your family. You know what I mean? And it can actually help spread some light on going deeper within you and understanding who you are. Okay? And that process can be really helpful today as well. It's kind of like a heavy day in a good way. Okay? Some grief may come up as we go deep within. Some grief may come up as we really, truly let the kite fly, right? Empty nest syndrome, that kind of idea, where you let your child go be who they need to be. It's that kind of energy, and you really got to let go. You got to let them go. You got to let them do it. And that is also, that's that idea today, where you're like watching them walk out the door and you're like, ugh. Instead, watching them walk out the door and say, you're going to do amazing. You have a beautiful life ahead of you. Enjoy every moment and let them go. That's kind of what we're looking at. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I mean, you can't spend the whole day in deep self-reflection, but take some moments today to do that for yourself. And you'll discover a lot more about you. You'll see your intuition come into play. You will understand that everything that has happened up to this point, this is the last curtain call. It's not like how it has to be done today, and nothing good's gonna happen if you don't. But it's in the energy. Energy is aiding you to do that today, and it's gonna be the easiest day to do that. You have the ability. You've just ended all these karmic lessons, all of them. And in that process, there was letting go and releasing because of it. And you feel better, but after you really like let them walk out the door, you're going to feel free, you're going to feel light, and happy endings. And I don't want to say endings, but happiness and joy are coming to you. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. Happy full moon. Thanks for watching. If you could, like and comment. That's awesome if you can. I'd love it. Okay, happy full moon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.